Hi, I'm Alex, and I'm 19 years old, the youngest billionaire, but working as a delivery boy to pursue my college education. Today was the worst day of my life. My girlfriend broke up with me thinking I am poor. I couldn't tell her who I really am, and it was really frustrating seeing her walk away from my life. I was waiting for the rain to subside, and I received a message. I was shocked to see the sender of the message. As I was already late, I thought I would go to the dorm and read the message, but what happened next left me clueless. After I reached the dorm, I went crazy when I found that my phone was missing. I started to think about where I had left my mobile phone. I tried to recollect the whole scenario, but ended up in vain. Just then, Joe, my dorm mate, came to me running and said,
Hey Alex, a girl in a hoodie is asking for you. She's waiting outside, dude.
"What?" For a moment, I thought my girlfriend Clara came back. Why would she come? Even then, I went running to the corridor to see who the girl was, but I couldn't see anyone. Just then, the communal phone rang and I picked it up.
I have your phone. If you want it back, it'll cost you $10,000.
Are you kidding me, mister? I don't have that much money.
I know you do, Mr. Ambrosi. And this is the very little money for the message from Dahlia.
And then he hung up the phone. My God! Again, when I entered the dorm upset, I saw Ben searching for something on my desk. The moment he saw me, he said,
Hey Alex, there was a parcel I kept here. Someone came by the dorm and wanted me to pass it on to you. It was lying right here. Did you take it?
No, I didn't, Ben. Who was that?
No idea, Alex, but he was in a hurry. A man in his 50s, I guess.
And then Ben left from there. I was now over confused about what Ben said. All strange things are happening today. I was left clueless, but then I immediately remembered about the blackmailer. I had to warn Dahlia. I left the dorm to meet the only person who can help me. After I walked a few blocks, I had a feeling I was being followed. And I heard clicking sounds. The next thing I know, I was pulled into a car, and I was shocked to see the person sitting in front of me. You! Mr. Benjamin, a man in his early 50s wearing an expensive suit. The same man who was a close friend of my dad's. The same man who left me on roads without telling me I'm in a poverty training period. He then asked the others to leave us alone, except one man who was sitting mute and staring at me and Mr. Benjamin all through our conversation. He was looking tough, and I was wondering who that man was.
Don't worry, Alex. You're safe with me.
I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw Benjamin after 7 long years, and I still remember him the moment I saw him.
Now you shall do exactly what I say.
Why would I, Mr. Benjamin? Give me one good reason.
Oh, Alex, I know every move of yours. Don't worry about the blackmailer too. You'll need me.
He then left, giving me a card which carried only his phone number. As I started walking, I was thinking about the first 2 things that had to be sorted out. Dahlia's message and the blackmailer. But wait, I never mentioned anything about the blackmailer to Mr. Benjamin. How did he know about that? I started having my own doubts about Mr. Benjamin. My first priority was Dahlia. Why did she message me when we promised each other not to send text messages? We know we're being watched, and that's the reason why I'd already warned her. Dahlia, my only childhood friend who knows the real me. After many years, I met her in a mall one day during my high school. We hugged each other and were in great excitement. We shared a lot of childhood memories, and we spent a lot of time together that day. She also told me that Mr. Mark revealed the secret about me. I was shocked. What? Really? Mr. Mark, being our family's butler, knows exactly what he's doing and would always stand up for me, but rules are rules when it comes to tradition, so I strictly avoid any contact with him. I reached Dahlia's place and called her from the public phone nearby to call her down.
Hello?
Hey, Dahlia. What?
Dahlia had left her phone behind. She hasn't returned home yet.
Oh, okay, Miss Parker. Thanks for telling me. Even before she could say another word, I hung up the phone And when I came out of the phone booth and turned back, I saw the same guy who was sitting beside me in the car. I got more tense than ever. I immediately started running from there. What if Dahlia is the one who came looking for me when I was in my dorm? But why did she leave without seeing me? If Dahlia had left the phone at home, who would have sent the message from her phone? Maybe she's in trouble. One thing was sure, that we were being tracked, and something big is happening behind us. It's all because of me. I never wanted to put poor Dahlia into this mess. The only person who could help me out through all of this is Mr. Mark, and Dahlia, being the bridge between us, is now in deep trouble. I was in a confused state if I should inform Mr. Mark about this, or should I solve it myself? I knew, as per the rules, I am never supposed to contact Mr. Mark at any cost. The only option left for me was Mr. Benjamin. So I decided to call him, not knowing what was waiting for me.
I know you'd call me, Alex. Come over to the Hotel Grandeur Lee Park, room 2010.
As I was about to leave, I saw Kathy stop next to me on her bike. Kathy's my college mate who joined me last year.
Are you all right, Alex? You look pale. What's happening?
That's pretty too many to answer right now, Kathy. Can you drop me in a Grandiola Park? I'm in a great hurry.
Wow. Grandiola Park. But what has Alex got to do in a place like that at this hour? He must be really big. I am not going to leave him. All right, hop on, Alex.
I clearly understood that Kathy was hitting on me, but I still kept quiet.
I heard about your breakup with that silly girl Clara, a gold digger. Take it easy, Alex. You know I'm here. Any time for a lovely person like you.
We reached the hotel and I thanked Kathy. Her cute and innocent face wanted to know what was happening, but then I managed to bid goodbye and stormed out of there. I entered the hotel and looked back, and Kathy was still there watching me go inside. I saw men in suits scattered across the lobby, each one looking at me and informing someone that I had reached. Just then, I saw a person on the sofa with a hoodie. As I walked towards the elevator, I noticed this hoodie following me. I got into the restroom to confirm if the hoodie was following me, and I was right. I waited for the right moment to find out who he was, and to my surprise, she was Dahlia. I pulled her into the laboratory and felt very happy. She then told me that she was sure I would come there to the hotel to meet Benjamin. I was shocked when she mentioned that name. How did you even know?
I overheard something that gave me chills in the spine. It was about you, Alex. So I sent a message and a parcel to you. Thank God I didn't mention what it was. When I didn't receive a reply, I came to your dorm in a great hurry, forgetting my phone at home. When I saw Benjamin and his men near your dorm, I left from there, but followed him.
Someone came inside the restroom, and I was sure they were Benjamin's men. I made sure Dahlia was safe and asked her to stay calm, and I came out of the lavatory. My guess was right. Benjamin's men were waiting for me. I slowly walked out of the restroom and took the elevator. When I looked back, there were two suited men following, maybe to make sure I'm going inside the right room. I entered the room and saw Benjamin sitting on the chair, turning that side, and I saw the same man I met in the car standing beside him. The assistant then asked me to take a seat, and on the table was a set of agreement papers and my mobile phone. I was so happy to see my phone, and just when I was about to take my phone, the assistant asked me to sign the papers. I was quite confused and asked, "Mr. Benjamin, what is there in the papers before me? What do you need my signature for? May I know?" The whole room was silent, and there was no sound from Mr. Benjamin at all. He didn't even turn around to talk to me. I sensed something fishy and was about to get up. The assistant asked me not to get up unless I signed the papers, but this time with a different tone. The same tone that asked me for $10,000. I was shocked and immediately started to find a way to escape from there, though I knew I was in a place of no return. I also wondered if I was in the wrong room and was curious to know who was sitting on the chair opposite me. I immediately told the assistant, "I will sign the papers if Mr. Benjamin asks me to." The assistant then pulled a gun from behind his suit and said,
Yes, you will.
No matter what, Mr. Ambrose.
I resisted, and the voice of the assistant grew sterner than ever. He kept the gun on my forehead this time. My spine was chilled, but I tried to prove I'm stronger. And that is when he kept his finger on the trigger. I closed my eyes and I thought, I'm gonna die. Just then, my phone rang, and I was about to take the phone when the assistant told me not to attend the call. It rang twice, and this time another man came inside and told the assistant to tell me to attend the call. The assistant then picked the call himself. I could see the change in his expression, and then immediately he lowered his gun and his voice trembled. He then asked me to leave the place and promised he would never disturb me again. I was thrilled to see what was happening. I immediately stormed towards the washroom to see Dahlia. I was shocked when I saw Kathy talking to Dahlia. For a moment, I stopped where I was and started thinking if Dahlia had told anything to Kathy. I decided to face the consequences and started walking. Dahlia then gave me a look that explained that all my secrets were safe with her. I felt a sign of relief and we walked out of that place. Dahlia then said she will take a cab and showed me a thumbs up and left. I turned towards Kathy.
Are you done, Alex? Shall we leave?
I gave a smile and said yes, and sat behind her. I felt I just completed an adventure. The worst day of my life turned out to have the best experiences that can never be forgotten. And now Kathy hitting on me.
Did you like this story? You can listen to thousands of such stories on the Pocket FM app. You can download the app now. Click on this icon on your screen or click the drop-down icon right beside the video title. Or search for Pocket FM on the App Store on your iPhone. Now tap the Get button on your iPhone to install the app. Join millions of other listeners on the Pocket FM app and discover thousands of riveting stories today.